This video is to show how to add sign numbers with different signs using models by Emily Baker. We will be covering two different models using integer chips for model 1 and using a number line for model 2, and then coming up with our rule for adding integers with different signs. So the first model is using integer chips. And so on the side, I have already added that my blue is going to be positive, my red's going to be negative. So I start by modeling the first integer in the problem. So 6, it is positive, so I'm going to put 6 positive chips on the board. The second integer is -2. So I'm going to add -2 chips. What I do after I've modeled both integers is I determine, are there any zero pairs? A zero pair, again, is one positive and one negative that can cancel because they equal 0. Here I have one positive, one negative, so those cancel. And I have one positive, one negative again. This is my final answer. So I have 4 blue chips, so my answer is positive 4. The next model is using a number line. When we use a number line, we're going to start at 0, and then we move the direction and the number of spaces for the first integer. So I have positive 5, so I'm going to move 5 spaces to the right. Then I have -2. So from where I land, I move 2 spaces backwards. And I land at positive 3. So my answer is positive 3. The second example, I have positive 6. So I start at 0, I move 6 to the right. From where I land, I'm going to move left, because it's negative, 9 spaces. And so I land at -3. So in both examples, we want to try and determine our rule. So going back, again, we canceled out, we got rid of these 0 pairs. On our number lines, we went one direction for positive, and we went back the other direction for negative. So when we talk about a rule, we're taking away something that we've already done in the problem. And taking away indicates subtraction. So when you are adding different signs, you end up subtracting the numbers. So like 9 minus 6 is 3. And then whatever I have more of, so the greater absolute value, is the sign of my answer. So I have much more negative than I do positive. So my answer becomes -3.